live. Yep, we're live.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of the Window Seat Podcast. I am Miss LP
And I'm blind
checking
from the
in.
truth.
Well, there we go. I was gonna say checking in with my co-host, but he right there. Um, and so we decided we were gonna do a little impromptu podcast episode, I guess,
Yes.
just on the current happenings
hmm
in the world. I don't even know how to say that, how to say it without just being like on this bullshit
hmm
that's currently taking place.
Yes. And
So,
go ahead. Go ahead.
what I was just gonna say, I was gonna, jump in there.
hmm
I saw a name trending, and I didn't know what was going on. I try to stay off of social media a lot because it's negative. But I saw this hashtag. It always turns into a hashtag. But I saw this hashtag, and I read a little bit of the story, and I was like, well, you know what? Let me send this here link to Blind from the Truth and see what he think about this,
hmm
because I am just all fucked up right now.
hmm
So yeah, we're talking about Alton Sterling.
Yes, the unarmed black male from Baton Rouge, Louisiana, that was assaulted and murdered by police officers. When did this happen exactly? What day?
I
Yesterday?
believe this happened yesterday.
Okay. Yes. And I saw
Yeah,
I saw the name, but I didn't really look into it. And when you sent me the link, I said, "Oh, so that's what this is about." And I thought, again, come on, man.
and that was my first thought too. Like, I was looking at the calendar, like, didn't we do this last August? Like, not even quite a year ago. Didn't we do this at the end of last year with Eric Garner? Didn't we do this, not too long ago with Sandra Bland? You know what I'm saying? Like, Tamir Rice. Didn't we just do this?
Yeah.
And here we are with the new hashtag um for the summer. What did you now say? Checking in for the 99 and 2000, checking in for the 2016. We have another one.
hmm
Here we are.
Here we are, man. I ended up watching the video Hot 97 with what's his name? Um Crap.
Ebro, not
No.
what the other one.
Yeah, the white dude. What's his name? Shit.
Hmm.
I should know because I watch it all the time. Anyway, I can't think of his name at the moment, but he was talking about it, and an officer called in, right?
Hmm.
And they were talking about the situation, and for some odd reason, officers like to play the fence when it comes to
Hmm.
another officer shooting an unarmed person, preferably an unarmed, well, specifically unarmed black people. They like to play the
Hmm.
fence. Well, okay, we couldn't see all of the tape,
We
but
don't know what happened.
yeah, we don't know what happened. But from what I did see, I saw they did tell him to get down. Okay, well, he should have done that, and they just go down the list of everything. And Rosenberg, his name, Rosenberg was like, "Hey, man, forget all that. Like, can you, in common sense, just simply say that from what we see on this footage, that this looks bad if no other information gets out about what transpired, that this doesn't look good." And dude's like, well, I can't really say that. I'm like, man, what you mean you can't say it?
Right.
It shouldn't be rocket scientists. Right? Oh crap! It shouldn't be rocket science on that. Like it's simple. Like if this is all you're given, how does it look to you? I don't understand. Like, are they trained to uphold the code of honor that much to where they just can't say where, hey, that dude did not do his job properly, or those
And
guys were over aggressive? I mean, you don't have to shoot. You don't have to just turn on them, but I mean, come on, man. Like, if you're a teacher, like that teacher is not doing a very good job teaching their class. if you're a darn a meter, if you read meters for a living, like all of his houses that he read, his numbers are off. I mean, come on, man. Like either you're doing your job correctly or
or
you're
you're not.
not. If you are you killing people, unarmed people that are on the ground. Come on. I mean, why would you have to pull a gun on them? You know what I'm saying? I don't understand.
I don't understand either. And to go back to your question of is are they trained to uphold the honor or uphold the code or whatever at such great lengths? I have to wonder because if so, that does not translate on the streets.
Correct.
Because if they were, trained to be reserved and conservative when it came to working with people, we wouldn't have half of the deaths that we have.
Mm-hmm.
Because you would go in there not with the intent to harm or the intent to kill. You go in there to try to figure out what's going on and then assess the situation and go from there.
Mm-hmm.
Like I guess I don't understand how that escalated so quickly. And I only watched the very beginning of the video because I'm not going to watch another man, woman, whoever be
Mm-hmm.
gunned down in cold blood. Like I'm not finna watch that. That is not happening. What I did see was the police officer. It looked like he lunged and like
Mm-hmm.
tackled him down to the ground or something,
Mm-hmm.
and put his foot or his leg or whatever um on his back. Two of them.
Mm-hmm.
So to me, it's not a question of did they do something wrong. It's a question of are they gonna stand and be held accountable for what they did because it's obvious that it was wrong.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I guess I just it's disheartening and it's also frustrating because I had a Facebook friend that I just had to go ahead and unfriend because I'm sick of her shit.
Mm-hmm.
Like anytime something like this take place, it's kind of like we need to talk about black on black crime.
Now that's
What the fuck they got to do with
It
this?
has nothing to do with. I don't understand why people.
Nothing.
Hey, those people have really been brainwashed and conditioned.
They absolutely have. Like I have no understanding of what that has to do with anything. Because when white people get killed, we don't go talking about, well, let's talk about white on white crime. Nobody does that.
Mm-hmm.
But when a black person get killed, whether it be at the hands of another black person or from a police officer or whatever, that's the first thing that people are gonna say. Followed by, well, he shouldn't have ran, or he shouldn't have resisted arrest. He should have just followed the law. And this, that, and the third. And none of those things matter. Absolutely none of those things matter. And they're not punishable by death. So why are you taking this and turning it into something cloudy when it's cut and dry? It's clear. It's clear as day. I've seen where so far they have brought up this man's criminal history,
Mm-hmm.
the fact that he did not have a job,
Mm-hmm.
the fact that he had been like sued or he had been sanctioned for child support, the fact that he um was a convicted sex offender,
Mm-hmm.
but he had not registered or something like that. Like all of these things have been brought up.
They do
We
a
don't know
very
shit
good
about the
job.
officers.
They do a very good job of, and that's a good point. We don't know anything about the officers because a lot of those officers that go around killing people probably have a history of being overly aggressive, maybe domestic abuse, just a lot of stuff that they don't really go into. Maybe they've been mentally distressed from whatever prior situation happened. It's not like these people are just squeaky clean and they just go
Right.
out here one day and like a, a switch just flip. Oh, I'm gonna kill them. Like nah, like these people. I'm not. I'm not saying that they go out and plan to kill black people, but when they get into the situation, it escalates so quickly because you automatically like you feel like you need to be overly aggressive. So when you're giving these orders to um put your hands up or like I don't even think they ever X5D. They put your hands up, get on the ground, blah blah. It's like you sitting here trying to figure out, hold on, man, what I do, what's going on? And it's like, but I tell you, put your hands in there. Next thing you know, they tackling you. You don't get a chance to ask no questions.
You
They don't,
don't.
they don't want you to do anything that you don't have to reach for anything. It's just, hold on, what did I do? They like Get on the ground. I'm not gonna tell you no more. Next thing you know, the gun's on you. Hold on. How did this escalate? What happened?
And I have honestly, I have seen this with my own eyes. I have been in a situation where there was no reason for guns to have been drawn at all. And I've seen how quickly it can go from asking a question to them deciding that you're being aggressive and
Mm-hmm.
that you're a threat. I've seen it. And that's why when I hear people talking about, well, they just should have did what they were supposed to do, and this, that, and that, fuck that. That's not true. That is not true. You have
Mm-hmm.
a right to ask, why am I being pulled over? Why am I being arrested? Whatever. You have that right. They're supposed to tell you those things.
Mm-hmm.
So how come I can't ask?
Right.
How come I get in trouble for asking?
But you sit
How does
there,
that automatically make me an aggressive person? And how does it escalate to me being dead?
right. But you sit there and let a white dude with a darn machine gun ask 20,000 questions, and you gonna be sure to bring him in unharmed.
Right.
Like, how does this? I don't
This
understand.
damn
I'm
boy
sitting.
killed 50, 11 black people in a church, and you were able to bring him in with no. You stopped and got him some fucking Burger King.
You know what I'm saying? And old buddy out on the corner of a store, from what I heard from High 97, old buddy, he's been coming there for years. The store manager said he hasn't had any problem with him. He's been coming there for years. He's been selling his CDs. Cool. He haven't heard about any altercations or whatever. So it's like you've been doing what you've been doing. You follow your everyday routine,
Right.
and you end up dead because
Just out of
supposedly
the fucking blue.
you fit the description of somebody, and you didn't even come in and ask about, you know you do standard police work. Have you been here all day? Blah blah, whatever. Not just, hey man, you come with us. Like, for what?
Exactly. And you owe me the right to know. Well, you owe me. You have the responsibility to tell me what you taking me in for, what I'm being accused of, this, that, and the third. And sadly, we will never know if what they were actually called there for was even justified. Somebody said they were assaulted or whatever by somebody in a red shirt. How many folks had on red shirts yesterday? Hell, I wore a red shirt yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
But you jumping to conclusions, guns drawn, this, that, and the third. You so ready. And I read these comments about these folks, and it's always, we're gonna say this about this person, say this about this person. The police were right in what they did because they weren't stereotyping, they weren't, whatever, whatever. But then I'm like, okay, but if y'all feel like this, if y'all consider this black man, and most black men, hell, all black men, to be a thug, to be dangerous, to be whatever, what makes you think that the cops don't think the same way?
Right.
Why is it so far-fetched that they have those preconceived notions in their heads, that they have those stereotypes in their heads, and so therefore they go out and they basically target African American men?
Yep.
You sitting behind your computer saying these things, and you don't think they say the same things in their heads?
Oh, they do. They do. They do. They say it in their heads. They say it with their friends. They say it with their coworkers, with their community, and it's being passed along like we some type of infestation or something. First of all, we didn't ask to come over here, but that's another story. So it's it's weird because you you do all this, and it's like, I don't know, man. I just love my train of thought. Go ahead, man.
I don't know. I think it has a lot to do with the fact that, we have this history pretty much of these cops not being convicted. If these men are convicted of this crime, which I highly doubt it, I will be so fucking shocked. I really would, because we have a track record of letting folks kill folks if they the right color in the right clothing,
Mm-hmm.
get away with shit like that. It happens every time. You can just go down a list of people that it's happened to.
Mm-hmm.
And it always comes out to be, oh, it was justified. It was justified. Like the situation in Tupelo.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I think the mayor said it was justified before they even did the investigation.
Hmm.
How the fuck it's justified? Nobody ain't opened up a book. Nobody ain't took a damn picture, and you've already decided that it's justified.
Man,
That's not how this works.
not at all. Not
I
at
just
all.
find it very interesting that, you know, a few days ago, they're vilifying Jesse Williams about saying this exact same thing.
Mm-hmm.
That don't happen. That don't happen. He just race baiting. He just doing this. He just doing that. Well, look at here.
Yeah, and I don't want to hear anything else about police officers wearing body cameras.
Because what did that mean? They both conveniently fell off.
Yep, yep. But even if they do, what is it? Even if they do, like we see it happening. Do we need a freaking 360-degree angle for us
We don't.
for you to still tell us that? Oh man, it was justified.
Because even, I mean, shit, Eric Garner is on video. This whole situation is on video. And it's still people saying that, yeah, it didn't happen like that.
Right.
Like, I don't think that there's anything that can be done to stop this. And I hate the fact that I feel that way, but that's how I feel. I feel like you can have the whole damn police force walk out there and try to take down somebody together, and they still gonna be like, nope, nope, everything looks great, look great to me.
Yeah, and man, going back to the Jesse what's his name, Jesse Williams, that's his name.
Hmm.
Going back to the Jesse Williams thing, it's like I said yesterday, it just amazes me how openly racist folks are without just saying it. Just say it, because at least then, like, I would feel better. Like, well, at least you admit it instead of just trying to hide behind
Exactly.
the fact that that I don't know. It's like, okay, this conversation makes you feel uncomfortable, but I mean it's true. Like I said, you can talk all about being gay all you want. Talk all about, shoot, white women, whatever white women do. I don't know. I don't care. But whenever you talk about somebody being a Muslim, whenever you talk about somebody being black, well, shoot, a person of color or whatever, then all of a sudden the situation gets kind of touchy. We don't want to talk about that. It's some agenda out there. I'm not sure what it is, but it doesn't make any sense, because everybody needs to have a ground that they can stand on and feel safe. You know,
They should.
not just gay people, not just white males and females. Everybody, everybody. But you don't want everybody to have that ground they feel safe. You don't want everybody to have um, true justice. Is that the word I'm looking for? You don't want people to be able to shoot just to be able just to be able to live. You don't want that.
Exactly. You don't want that. Like, I don't even know if it's an agenda anymore, or if it's just like just racist, hateful ass people. And I'm okay with you being a racist, hateful ass person as long as you stand in your fucking truth and stay over there.
Yeah,
That's all I ask. But
yeah,
don't
but I
come to
don't.
me with these pretty ass words and niceties and this fake ass concern about what's going on. You
Yeah,
don't get into the conversation questioning somebody else. You don't do that.
right,
Well, what if he had done this? Shut up. Well, what about black on black? Shut the fuck up. Well, if he had just kill yourself.
right.
That's how I feel about this situation. That's how I feel about all these situations. I am just so, like I said yesterday, the time for explaining is done.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like all black people should say, fuck it, go pick up a book if you really want to know. I am not here to let you know,
Mm-hmm.
or what you have no interest in knowing.
It's right.
I
It's
am
right
just
there. It's
completely
clear.
over it.
It is clear, and that's one of the and this has a little bit to do with what we're talking about, but that's one of the reasons I said, man, I think I'm done with the voting thing for a minute, man, because it's like, what, who can we put in office that's going to look out for our interests? No one.
No fucking body.
So I mean, what are we doing, man? Like, we just going through the motions. I don't understand. We have maybe the right people need to stand up. We have all these, I think Jesse Williams touched on it. We have all these millionaires and a couple black billionaires that say nothing. Maybe if those people with more clout and more leverage, maybe if they, I don't know, I don't want to say just say something, but they're the ones that are making these corporations this money. They have gotten the money. They are the ones that are probably funding a lot of things. So it's like, okay, I'm going to pull out this endorsement from this company because this company clearly supports um, racist activities against black people. I'm going to not work for this company or this team or this entertainer, whatever. I don't know, man. Like, I don't think it's going to cut your money short because you're already loaded. I'm not talking about a person that got like, $3 million. Nah. I'm talking about them people that got $500 million. Person got $1 billion. It's not gonna hurt your money. You don't have to work another day in your life.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe if they, because that's how you hurt these people, man. You hurt them in their pockets when they
You heard about
stop.
pushing their asses off the earth. Like,
That
like
works too.
I know. I think that you and I are in two different places because I feel like you're in a place of you're looking at solutions and trying to look at it logically. And I'm just in a place of anger right now. Like I don't give a shit what happened to those people. To be quite honest with you. Like if every person who's made a negative comment about this situation, about Jesse Williams, about his speech and things like that, would just fucking burst into flames, I would be a happy fucking camper, okay? Like that's how I feel at this point in my life. And I'm not even a person that's a violent, well, maybe. But I'm not, like I don't support the death penalty. I don't none of that stuff. But I am just so tired of my people. Fuck your people, fuck your people, fuck your people. My people
Mm-hmm.
being brutalized, marginalized, and killed.
Yep. And it's always on the stage, man. It's always on a
Like
nice platform. Like, don't you forget now. It's always like that.
it is. Like don't get too happy. Hey, 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 hey. It's just it's ridiculous. And I hear people, you just got to pray. Black folks been praying for a very long time.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, we have definitely made some strides, but not enough. Not in this amount of time. And I don't see that changing because America is so unwilling to actually look at themselves for who they fucking are. They refuse.
Mm-hmm.
If we don't like our history, guess what we do with it? We just rewrite it
Mm-hmm. Right,
and make it
right there in
seem
your
like,
face.
yeah, like none of it really happened. No, no. So that's not really what happened. What happened was, let me go ahead and scribble this down real quick.
Mm-hmm. Like, even though you
You
saw
don't
it.
get to, you cannot address these situations if you're not willing to take a hard, long look at yourself.
Mm-hmm.
You're not. So that's why I don't see it getting any better going forward because we're not at a place as a country to say we fucked up.
Mm-hmm.
And not only did we fuck up, but we are continuing to ingrain this in our children's heads,
Mm-hmm.
both black, white, otherwise.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's a reason that our history books focus on black folks being slaves and shit,
Mm-hmm.
and not on the prosperous things that we've done, not on the things that we've contributed to this country as a whole. Not the fact that there were lots and lots of black people fighting in wars for this fucking country.
Mm-hmm.
Like we don't want to talk about those things because we want to ingrain in these kids' heads and their brains and all that stuff that guess what? You come from a place of inferiority, okay? So you got to look at this white boy or this white girl as being superior.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You're not a king, you're not a queen. You come from scraps and leftovers and things like that.
And
So,
never talk about what happened before that, though. But this where you come from, like drop you in the middle of the history books from out of nowhere.
right.
Like, how does that work? But and and they also don't cover the people that everybody that came over here were not slaves. Like regardless of what they did or didn't do, you had some established wealthy black folks. I want to say like aristocrat. That's what I want to say, but that were moving and shaking. You know, maybe they own some slaves, whatever it may be.
Hmm.
You know, they
But
were
see,
doing
they
business
won't even
there,
talk
but they
about
don't
that.
talk about that. Yeah, exactly. They
They
don't
won't
even
even
talk
talk
about that.
about the fact that there were actually black slave masters and things like that. Shit, show me that. That shows ownership. Like,
Yeah. Like, well, hey,
you know what I'm
man, at
saying?
least I can stand over somebody, even if it's on my people. I can stand over somebody, but right now, I can't stand over nobody.
Like they create and they shape this narrative to I don't even know. My assumption is that it's to keep things at the status quo. It's to
Yeah.
keep things the way they are. And the fact that, African Americans, black folks, whatever you want to call them, have always had this, well, yes, sir, yes, ma'am, this meek and this gentle and mild disposition.
Mm-hmm.
That has always been the case. And when somebody get fucking tired of it and they start to rebel, oh, he's a uppity Negro.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
He's
Like,
in his place.
yeah, you need to know your place.
Hmm. Kill that noise. Kill that noise, man.
It is. I just, I don't know. I don't know. I want to get to the place where I'm like, well, maybe if this would take place. And I mean, I'm not a person that thinks that black people need a leader. Like, I don't believe that shit.
Mm-hmm.
I never have believed that. Like, to me, people can govern themselves. Like, I don't need somebody to speak for me.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I don't feel like we are lost people. I don't feel like we need to be led.
Mm-hmm.
I just feel like something has to take place. And I don't know if that means a lot of bloodshed. I don't know what that means. My fear is that it means a lot of bloodshed.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if right now we're ready to take it to that point, but that's what I kind of feel in my heart. I feel like that's gonna be the only way this shit gonna turn around is if it comes into like an actual war type situation.
I mean, historically, that's the only time that things actually change for the people.
Yeah,
You have to go in and you have to kill people that are wronging you. The people in power. You have to go in and you have to do it.
yeah,
That's how it happens. Freaking in
and that's how America was built.
yeah,
So
freaking
it's
Taiwan.
kind of like
Freaking shoot, every time we go to war, what are we doing? We going over there and shoot, they're not wronging us, but we're going over there and taking what we want from them.
pretty much.
You know, they won't let people come over here and start a war, but best believe, oh, we're coming over there.
Yep.
So
I just don't know. I really don't know.
I'm not
I don't
against it.
know. Hmm?
I'm not against it. You
I'm
know,
not against it
I mean,
either. And that's what's really, really sad is I'm not against it.
I don't wish death on anybody. But then again, if it's me or you, psh, I don't want it to be me. And I,
Exactly.
and if
And I'm
it's
tired of it being me.
over justice and right and wrong, then shoot, you wrong. Well, if you got to go for it, okay, all right. For us to see peace, all right, whatever.
Yeah, man. I don't know. This situation is just I'm not even gonna say this situation. This murder, this killing is just kinda like it's like damn, another day, another death, you know?
Yeah,
Like I'm not desensitized, but I think a part of I think it's called ethnic fatigue,
yeah, that
where
makes sense.
you just tired. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
You tired of the marches and the signs, and you tired of being
I never
told that
want to see another.
no.
Oh my goodness,
I'm sorry,
I do not want to see another march. I don't, and I don't have
but
any.
they already happening.
But like, I don't have anything against them. But at the same time, they don't solve anything. There's like a petition. I don't want to see a petition. They're not gonna do anything. Like, I don't want to see any um lackadaisical attempts to get justice. I don't like that. You know, it's like a
Yep.
that's like a you out in the wilderness somewhere, you camping, and a bear come up to you. Okay, Mister Bear, don't eat me. Don't eat me. I'm a human. You're supposed to eat fish. Forget that. That bear coming up, you better hey take him down or he's gonna eat you.
Exactly. It is a dog eat dog world. Like you have to take what is rightfully yours because ain't nobody gonna give it to you. Now I say all that, and I probably won't be one out there fighting though because I'm scared. But
I mean, but you know what? Let's say this, and we can shut down because we have gone over our time. But we can say a few more things. But that's the thing though. If people can play their positions, that'd be fine. Everybody's not meant to be on the front line, and the people that's supposed to be on the front line are not meant to be the ones sit back casually looking in the opposite direction. Everybody has a role to play.
right.
Everybody is not the headstrong hothead one or the or the more linear thinking one. Like
hmm
everybody has a
You need
position, man.
your strategizers. You need your ones out there who are the muscle, the bronze, or whatever. You
Exactly.
know, they can't be expected to come up with a strategy though because that's not their skill. That's
Yeah,
not
that
their
strategy might
strong
be
point.
all right, man. Let's go and blow this up. Like, we don't need to do that. I mean, we can, but not at first. you know,
Exactly. Let's see what we can come up with first.
right?
But yes, this has been a very interesting, sad day, and it's sad because in a few months, I'm pretty sure we'll have a new hashtag,
Yep.
and I also feel in a few months we'll be getting a report back from the Department of Justice that says this was justified,
Yep.
and here's why.
Yep.
And people will continue to talk about how their point has been proven that African Americans are thugs, threatening individuals, and things like that.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
because I actually read a comment where somebody was like, "Well, this is just another um, damn, help me out with his name. I keep calling him Mike Jones. That ain't right.
Mike Brown.
Mike Brown. Mike Brown, situation and this, that, and the third. Everybody up in arms. He ain't no angel. This person wasn't no angel either. He had a criminal record and this, that, and the third. The fact of the matter is, we should know his nothing about his criminal record at this point. Like, we should
But
know anything that has to do with his past yesterday.
but Ebro said something a while back because I think he was talking about those kids who uh was it tried to rape was like the Central Park 6 or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Tried to rape this woman or did or whatever, and some other guys got accused because they were the same time. But shoot, example of what I'm about to say next. But basically, he was saying whatever happened to being able to mess up and make mistakes and learn from 'em? Like
Black people don't get to do that. You didn't get the memo?
exactly. I think he might have been well. He was talking about that, but he might have been talking about the kid that had the BB gun or whatever the cops rolled up and shot. But basically,
Yeah.
you know, white kids can make all types of mistakes. We can't learn. We have to be on our P's and Q's forever. Man, maybe that's why we so stressful. Maybe that's why our parents, people that actually watch their kids and care, but maybe that's why our parents um were also strict on us because we they know we can't afford to make those mess ups. Even though sometimes we do and get away with it, but it's like, man, I need to straighten you because I don't want the law to straighten you. So you
Mm-hmm.
need to be an angel at all times. Please help me out because I want to see you get older, and I want to see you live a life, whatever life that may be. I don't want to see you cut short because the white folks ain't checking for you to do any of that. As soon as you step out of line, their foot is on your neck.
Yeah. Just like I told you about the guy in my job, my previous position, that was anytime I would have a different idea or a different thought, or bring up, something that wasn't in line with what he was saying. Oh, I'm just saying, hey, like,
Hmm.
seriously, like, I can't even voice a difference of opinion because I become angry,
Hmm. That's
or
that's
I'm
interesting.
perceived as being angry or whatever. Like, I don't even get that opportunity.
Hmm.
Somebody else
Yeah.
can speak up and say something, and their comment is, you know, it's acceptable. It's accepted.
He
It's
already
not
get in
like, oh,
defense
hey,
mode with you.
yeah, pretty much.
Man, that's
Black
crazy.
people don't get to be normal. Like, they don't get to be normal. They don't get to fuck up.
Hmm.
They don't get to talk back. They have to respect authority. I've seen videos. There was a
Even if you know
hashtag,
you're right,
huh?
even if you know you're,
Exactly.
you can quote the rights to them. They'll
They
still
don't apply
shoot
to
you.
us. Those things don't apply to us. Like, if you go on Twitter and look at the hashtag, I think it's like growing up white or growing up with white parents. These folks list a laundry list of stuff that my black ass, that would not have worked
Hmm.
out for me. Cussing out my parents, cussing out the police, things like that. No,
Hmm.
it would not have happened for me. Like, that would just not have happened. And I'm thankful that I don't have a little black boy. I mean, I got a black husband and a black brother and a black daddy,
Hmm.
but it's rough out here for y'all, bro. It really, really is.
It is, man. I can name the aggressive towards me for no reason. I was driving, and we can end on this I gotta go. But I was driving somewhere. It was like in the like county area. So basically, long road, wide open spaces. Few houses here and there. And I think I was driving like maybe 5 miles over the speed limit or whatever. Car was behind me. I'm thinking, huh, I can drive 5 miles over the speed limit, right? I've heard that. I don't know to be factual. That's where I'm gonna keep it.
Mm-hmm.
You know? So he and then pulling me over, like, uh, you were speeding, right? Like, oh, I'm sorry. Like, hey, you smarter than that, aren't you? Who told you that? Like, he just got like he just snapped out of nowhere. Like,
Oh
excuse
my.
me, I don't like. You should have enough sense to know. Like, oh my, you know what? Let me keep my mouth shut because you know what? I want to see the rest of the day.
Mm-hmm.
But that don't mean he wasn't gonna drag me out of the car. Was I gonna take that whooping? No. Would I have lost it? Probably. But I'm just not gonna sit there and take a whooping there. Come on.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know,
Ridiculous.
it is. I mean, I don't want to say it is what it is. It's change. It does.
It does. It needs to change. And I think you made a fabulous point when you said that everybody has a place in this. Like, figure out where your skill or where your leadership lies or whatever. What can you do? Because the expectation is not that you get out there and, you know, go crazy or whatever. But I mean, if there is something that you can do, then do it. I'm pretty sure once I calm down and kind of figure out my life,
Mm-hmm.
then, maybe I can figure out where I can fit in and potentially, do something or whatever. But it's not okay, even though I keep saying I'm over it, it's not okay to be over it, because if you over it, then it's just not gonna, it really will never change.
Right. Right. Well, that's the Windows Seat podcast. This is our impromptu live, no editing done because we wanted to talk about this ASAP.
We did. And it was so super important that I'm sitting in my car right now with the air on, of course, because, it's hot.
Yeah, because if you would have passed out doing this podcast and died or something, then I would have had to hashtag you, and I don't want that.
Please don't hashtag. Look, if I die, don't hashtag me.
No,
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 please don't.
you're gonna get this hashtag.
I don't want that
Mhm,
hashtag.
mhm. Hey, it might not be but a couple folks that click on the hashtag, but a couple folks won't
That's for
forget
sure.
you. We won't forget you, man. I promise.
And one of those couple people talking about my damn mama.
Oh man, she gonna keep the hashtag alive, man. We
She
gonna.
is. Let me add R.I.P. my baby. R.I.P. Ladybug. Be like, ma, look.
Well, you won't be able to say it, man. You gonna be gone, man. So,
That's true.
hey,
That's true.
hey, we wanna keep you alive, man. And keep your memory
Ooh.
here. You know.
Oh
And
goodness.
then I had to find another podcast host, and I don't want to do that. Hmm.
No, you don't want to do that because they're not gonna bring what I bring. I don't really bring much, but you know what I'm saying. Like they won't be me.
Man, you know what? And this is throwing shade. You remember the other podcast I told you? We're not gonna say the name, but you remember the other podcast I told you about where I said that it was a guy and a girl. I said, man, that girl,
Hmm.
she just takes up space. She's just
I
there
remember that.
for him to like not talk to himself. And her voice is annoying. Man, you do a much better job than her, like 200%.
Well, I appreciate that. I don't want to be a doorstop.
I mean, you actually contribute. And she is a man, she sounds like a doorstop, man. I don't want to throw shade on anybody else's podcast, but I mean, do what you do. But that wasn't it. Maybe we need to start
Keep
some
hope
podcast
alive.
beef. Maybe we need to start some podcast beef in this thing.
Oh my goodness. We are not gonna start on podcast B. We are open to working with other.
Yes, we are. We are open. But all you other suckers out there can get it.
Oh wow. Oh my goodness.
Oh man.
Well, this has been another episode of the Window Seat Podcast. Super live, super impromptu, just kind of off the cuff. So
Yes. No cuffs on my shirt.
I ain't even wearing a shirt. I really am. I am.
Man, it's probably because
Considering I said I was sitting in the car.
I'm thinking, like, good thing you have the air on because if you weren't, that would explain why you don't have a shirt on. That would explain. It's hot. Crack a window or something.
Oh,
Man,
no, no cuffs on my shirt either. So
man, we out. Holler at y'all later, man.
deuces.